Countless great thinkers have connected the benefits of failure to personal growth, but it certainly doesn't feel that beneficial when you're faced with multiple business school rejections. We know this period can be filled with a lot of frustration and heartache. In this two-part series on MBA reapplicants, we'll first discuss what to do after multiple rejections and then how to rebuild your profile. I hope that from the series, you'll come to understand that this was not your only chance at success. Reapplicants can and do get admitted. First and foremost, if you just found out about multiple rejections, take some time away from the process. You've likely been spending months or perhaps even longer on your testing or business school applications, and frankly, you deserve a break. Spend some time with loved ones, pick up that hobby that you couldn't make time for, or spend some time in nature. I'm not suggesting you check out for a long time, but a few days of much needed rest and redirecting your energy elsewhere can help put things into perspective. Then you can begin the necessary self-reflection and self-assessment process. Our first tip is to take advantage of any chance to receive feedback from the admissions committee. Most schools do not offer this, and those that do may only offer it to candidates who've interviewed or were waitlisted. If you've applied to one of the very few schools that make this offer, do not miss this chance to hear from the decision makers about what might have gone wrong with your application. If your school doesn't offer feedback, consider sharing your application file with a knowledgeable mentor, a business school alum, or an mbaMission consultant so you can get that outside perspective. While friends and family are well-intentioned, they may be too close to you, or they just may not know enough about mbaMissions to help you uncover the key issues. Aside from feedback, the next self-assessment step I recommend is to gather some data. Review each school's latest class profile stats, especially average test scores, GPA, and years of work experience. Compare them to your own to assess whether the school was in range for your profile. You may have an obvious flaw in your application, like a low test score, low GPA, or insufficient work experience, and thus you won't need to spend much time reflecting. If your rejections were more surprising because you can't pinpoint an obvious reason, then you need to do some more digging. If you apply to top programs, remember that these schools have incredibly low acceptance rates. Thus, many deserving applicants will unfortunately get rejected. So what are some other less obvious issues that could have caused your rejections? We can typically bucket these issues into 4 categories. 1, academic, 2, professional, 3, community, or 4, execution. For the first category, I already mentioned low test scores and low GPA as possible causes. Another issue is a lack of quantitative preparation. Even candidates with high GPAs and high overall test scores might not have demonstrated sufficient evidence of quantitative skills through their previous coursework, subsection scores, and on-the-job experience. All business schools are seeking applicants who are comfortable working with data. Did you demonstrate that you're ready for the MBA classroom? The second category revolves around your professional experience and story. Did your resume show progression in your career? Did it show specific leadership accomplishments? Were there unexplained career gaps or several job moves? And what about your post-MBA career? Did you articulate a clear, specific vision? Was it realistic for someone with your background and for someone pursuing an MBA? Our on-demand platform, On Track by mbaMission, is a great resource here. We go in depth on post-MBA career goals and writing goals essays. You can sign up for a free plan at ontrack.mbaMission.com. We also have a great module on community involvement, which is our third category. Did you have any recent community involvement? Did you show leadership beyond your required work roles? If not, that can be cause for concern, especially for top business schools that seek students who've made an impact on others, not just at work, but in other environments. And this is evidence that you'll be fully engaged in the MBA experience. Finally, there can be execution issues. Did you apply too late in the school's application cycle? Were your applications rushed? Did you submit applications with multiple mistakes? Did you skip out on school networking events? Were your essays written clearly and effectively? Did you ask appropriate recommenders? And did you coach those recommenders on what business schools are seeking? Did you use the optional essay wisely to explain any issues? Did you struggle in the interview stage? Okay, I know I've asked a lot more questions and that I don't have your answers. Hopefully, by carefully considering these questions yourself, you'll be able to narrow your issues down to a few key topics within your applications. Now, you must make a plan to strengthen your profile. For that, check out part 2 in this series where I'll discuss how to rebuild your profile and share other tips for MBA reapplicants.